India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTA Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. Two heads are always better than one. Decision making becomes easier, they complement each other, and in a survival situation, a buddy is always helpful. The same analogy can be used in case of minor injuries, like when you bruise a finger or injure a knuckle. Find the injured finger a buddy. It'll make the healing process faster, easier, and a lot less painful. Take a look.
Hey,
Yeah,
see, my hand is hurting bad.
this is hurting, right?
Ouch.
Yeah, okay.
Don't press it. Don't press it.
This is the knuckle which is gone. So we'll need to tape this up. So I hope it's not broken. And so what I'll do is I'll tape this together and we'll tape it by what is known as buddy taping. This finger is hurt and just by taping this one finger is not going to help. So we'll need to find a buddy for it, which is your next finger. We'll tape both together. Yeah, and that's called buddy taping. So what you need to do is what is called buddy taping, where you use the injured finger and its buddy, which is the next finger, and tape it together. So therefore what will happen is it will stabilize the finger which is hurt. So now even if you want to move this finger, it won't, because this one will hold it together, and that is called buddy taping. Just to make it a little more stable, I add a splint. So the possibility of your finger moving will go down even more. I'll just add a splint to this and wrap it up once more. So now what I'll do is I'll put an additional splint with this twig and I'll put it over this. So even if you want to, you will not be able to move the finger. Just hold this. Let me get a bit of this tape out. And then I'll tape the splint. This essentially works as a splint. So even if you want to, you will not be able to move the finger, which will help heal it faster. So whatever the kind of injury you have. Now try moving your finger. Can you move your finger? Can you bend your knuckle? You can't, right? So now, we have buddy taped with two fingers. Your second finger is hurt. We buddy taped with the next finger, adjacent finger. I could do it with this or with this finger. I could do with either one. It's a buddy finger that we need to find, which we have done with these two. Additionally, you have put a splint so that you can't move your finger anymore. And hopefully in a couple of days, you should be all right, unless there's a fracture, and I hope there isn't a fracture. So even if you're in the wilderness, we had planned for eventualities like this. We had prepared with the gear and equipment, and we know how to tape a finger. So we have been able to at least apply basic first aid to an injury which has been sustained. And if you thought that you wouldn't trip and fall and you wouldn't hurt yourself, you would be thinking wrong, because it can happen to you, and it can happen to you. So proper planning, preparation and practice prevents possible problems. And if a problem happens, you have the ways and means and the wherewithal to rectify it. Just remember, it can happen to you. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTA Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.